Okay, welcome to this extremely important lesson. We're going to talk about hormones, sleep, stress, digestion, and gut health. In order to have the effectiveness with the nutrition and the training, and the things that you're putting into motion to be effective, we have to get this cleaned up first. We have to address these issues. Now, whether or not you have hormonal imbalances, we're going to find out. We don't know. Or sleep issues. So, with the hormones, now some of you may already be going to hormone replacement therapy clinics, HRTs, or whatever, and doing this. But if you're already have this covered, you're still not getting results, then we're lacking something or something's out of balance, and that's why we're coming at from all angles. So, whether you have or have not, let's just assume you have not had your hormones tested. I mean, specifically, I want to know testosterone levels, what they are, because you're an aging male, but I also want to know what your estrogen levels are. And I'd like to know what your thyroid is. So when you go to your doctor and you ask for this, you have to specifically ask, please test my testosterone and my estrogen levels. And you might as well do a thyroid too. And the kidneys. Maybe you've had all this done, I don't know. But it does not come with the regular blood work panel or profile. You have to ask for testosterone levels. The reason why we're addressing this is because if they're too low, not only is it affecting your energy, your muscle mass, your ability to think clearly, your stress, your mood, you're gaining fat. I mean, there's all these things. If the low test is there, then we need to balance that out so that we're getting the full impact on the other side of things that we're doing. So have that test done, then I need to be notified immediately what the levels are, because I just want to see what your doctor's thinking, what his plan of action is, what his protocol is, just so I can feel comfortable and know and be in agreement with him. So you might find out that they're fine at this point. But now you hear this advertised everywhere, and everybody and every doctor is doing a hormone replacement therapy, trying to make money with this stuff. It doesn't mean they all know what they're doing. Some do, some don't. But the blood work is going to tell, so there's no denying that. So if it's low, we got to get it up so we can move you along, get the fat off your body, slow down the aging process. That's what hormone replacement therapy is for, slow down the aging process. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you can ask for the growth hormone, the GH, growth hormone test to see what your levels in your pituitary, if it's even outputting. It's probably not. That's another thing, too, that we can use growth hormone to actually, this is like the anti-aging drug, so to speak, is that will help immensely. It becomes an affordability with some people. Some can, some cannot. If it's worth longevity and health and not getting sick and having a lot of health issues that a lot of people your age do, then it's worth doing it. But let's find out the levels, then we can discuss that. So this is how it ties in with sleep and stress and diet. Let me just mention this. Even on a low-calorie diet, you can also lower your test levels being on it for too long. So I don't know what you've done in the past, the keto thing, whatever. Anyways, everybody's trying to lose weight by eating less. And I'm teaching you the opposite by eating more good stuff, not just eating haphazardly and randomly a shitload of calories. We're going at this at a planned approach. So let's use the sleep thing. I need you to do this for me as well. Let's find out if you have sleep apnea or not. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Again, let's address it as if you don't. But if you do and you're still not getting results, something's out of balance. That's why you're here and you're consulting with me in the first place. So let's assume that you don't know that you have sleep apnea. All right, sleep apnea is basically this, is you stop breathing at night because the airway closes off and your body gets less oxygen. So you don't necessarily wake up, because I've had people say, well, I sleep fine through the night. Yeah, but you don't know if you're getting into the deep restorative sleep. That's what we really need to address for several reasons. Your health, and the obvious one is getting weight off and looking good. But so just go to your phone, whether it's an Apple, it's an Android, just go to your store and just download an app, a sleep tracker of some sort that tells you like how long you're getting to deep sleep, not REM sleep. I'm talking deep sleep. Try a couple different ones. They're free, okay? the one I use, I load it on my phone, I turn it on, I set it. I actually they have like sounds like a creek flowing or waves or ocean or something or thunderstorms. I like to go to sleep to that. Set it, and you just set it right next to you in your bed, and it picks up somehow. But it shows me a graph of where I start and I get down into deep sleep down here and when I wake up. So if I'm down here and I'm coming and I get up and I go to the bathroom, you can see this. Then I go back down to deep sleep. Sometimes 2 or 3 times, bathroom. Because I drink a lot of water. I'm sure guys get up in the middle of the night too, possibly. So anyways, when you're going to do that, if it's like this is how I am, if I don't have a CPAP machine because I have sleep apnea, it means I could take it off and I don't get into restorative deep sleep. Why that is so important is because your body, if it's not restored and healed, you're constantly under stress. So if you're under stress, this is where it affects your blood pressure. You're highly likely or chances of having a stroke, a heart attack. It's affecting your heart. But when your body repairs, those things take care of themselves. But because it's really under stress still, it's not actually fully repaired, then if you're under stress, that means the stress hormone cortisol is being released. It's the fight or flight. It's like we're always in flight mode, whether we know it or not, just our busy, hectic lifestyles. But if you can't even repair from the busyness during the day, you're always pumping out cortisol, which is going to mess with your blood sugar levels, which may cause you to be pre-diabetic. It's definitely going to cause you to gain fat because you can't control cravings because it's messing with your blood sugar levels, causing you to crave. So the sleep, getting that under control and some supplementation, we're going to correct this. So if we don't correct this, again, everything we do going forward is not going to work. You're going to get frustrated. You're not going to crave as much. You're going to lose body fat. It also is a testosterone killer. It lowers your testosterone. How do I know? Not only from research, but the average man my age is probably 4 or 5, maybe 600. I don't know. I was at 70. I mean, I'm like a chick. I mean, I don't even know how I was maintaining the size and the strength that I do. So I obviously have to use testosterone hormone replacement therapy because the sleep apnea killed me along with the aging mostly. Then I started to experience, believe it or not, high blood pressure, which never have I ever had, ever. But the last few times, and this has only been corrected pretty recently, when I went to the doctor like last year, my blood pressure was borderline high. Not enough to put me on medication or anybody get alarmed. But to me, I'm like, they just don't know how to measure. I mean, I know how to do this stuff. I'm trained to do this. I'm thinking these assistants just don't know how to measure blood pressure. But then it became very apparent once I got on the CPAP machine because I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. After 2 months, after a month, my blood pressure was back to normal. I'm talking like 118/78, normal. Okay, 56-year-old, no medicines, no nothing. Right, so that was causing it. It was also causing me to crave, which I never used to really do. And it also caused me to start gaining belly fat, which I never had because I work out and eat right. So I can't work out more, especially to try to compensate for the fat coming on my belly, especially because I'm exhausted. I'm not repairing. And when I did the test, the sleep study came back, the doc said, I don't know how you stay awake during the day because I'm severe. I mean, there was a scale like this. I'm over here. He said, I don't know how you do it, man. I'm just like, it's just mental was how I'm getting through the day. But it got to a point where I couldn't function and I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I can't get any work done. And I'm like, I'm a healthy male. What the hell is going on? And I thought maybe there was something serious going on. We got the blood work done. What it showed was my hemoglobin levels were high. That's a concern because if they get too high, it can cause heart attack, stroke, shit like that too. So he's like, let's just have a sleep study. Let me see if you're okay. Because that may be causing that. Anyways, I had to get blood taken out. My body was trying to compensate by producing more red blood cells, getting more oxygen to my system because I'm stopping breathing. It's 49 times per hour. It's ridiculous. My wife told me years ago, I stopped breathing. It scared the hell out of her. I didn't take it serious. And I want you guys to take this serious. If you haven't, you've addressed it, we got it done. If you have heard about it and you think you should do it, a doctor maybe told you to do it and you didn't do it, you got to get it done. Not just because you want to lose weight, because I don't want you dying of a heart attack or a stroke. That's the biggest thing. All right, so to take a preliminary test to that, get the sleep app. It costs nothing. Let's look at the graph. If the graph is like doing this, we're going to order up and have your doctor order up a sleep study. Okay, so you see how sleep, stress, normal stress, but stress because your body's not repairing, lowers testosterone levels, all that, but it also affects your gut health and your digestion. As you get older, several things can happen. You either get constipated, you get bloated, you get diarrhea. There's other things going on. You need to stay active, hydrated, active meaning activity, working out type things, hormones balanced. Let's get the digestion under control, but also I'm going to recommend that we do some gut health healing, meaning good probiotics. Don't go run and jump and then go buy probiotic off the shelf or somebody recommended. I'm going to tell you which one I want you to take. We also got some things, other things like aloe for healing. If you have acid reflux, you need to get this shit under control. Medications will only compound the problem eventually. Over time, it gets worse on your system. You need natural healing through the food you're eating, the hydration, through the healing with the aloe, through the good bacteria, gut balance. Okay, so we're addressing the inside. I'm getting shit balanced. I keep calling it your body's ecosystem. I'm balancing out your ecosystem so when I put the obvious things that trainers do into play, like nutrition and exercise, and some only do the exercise, not the nutrition, it just drives me freaking nuts. We're addressing so we're getting an absolute effect outcome. There's not going to be frustration because shit don't work. It works. But we got to look at your aging body. Where the hell are you on the scale? If we were talking you were 25, you probably don't have any of these issues unless you're really overweight or something. So I want you to see the importance of that, how that ties in. We got to do the sleep app thing test. We got to get your testosterone levels test. As soon as they're done, you got to notify me so we can go. I don't want to leave you hanging or you to be hanging and you to be lazy that you didn't get them done. You're here for a reason. You're serious, or I wouldn't have let you into this process. So you can do it. You got this. I don't even have to worry about you. So when you get it done, I need it notified. Okay, right away. All right, let's go on to the next lesson. I'll see you over there.